Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Nick Alex. And now Iron Man is one of the characters that I've been playing more so recently, trying to get to level 100 after getting Doctor Strange to 100. And so I thought I would show you guys some mid-level gameplay because we sort of fast forwarded to the end for Doctor Strange. So let's see what the mid-game looks like, especially in the story mode where you can't get help from friends, you can't, use any other things to your advantage. You just have to go in with the character that you have. And I'm going to jump in with my level 53 Iron Man versus Thanos. The classic fight. Thanos versus Iron Man, endgame, the snap, you know how it is, you know how it does. So yeah, once you get to Xanderth and once you grind through a bunch of the missions, you fight Nebula, etc., you will meet up with Thanos. This is actually the second time you meet Thanos, and he attacks. So you'll check this out, it's really sick. He basically just blows up that ship, that huge ship, and he's, he's plotting his invasion, but then you show up to stop him. Boom, let's go.
What have you done to me? My powers, they're gone!
Sucks to be you.
Despite your pathetic attempts,
So sick.
a mere fragment of my power is more than enough to destroy this worthless planet.
True. Seaton also made the joke that he sounds like Omni-Man. That's very, very true. So the thing with Thanos is this is actually the second time you fight him. The first time you fight him... Oh, big lag there. I'm gonna get out of the way of that. The first time you fight him, you just fight him for about a bar of his HP, not the full way. And the first time you fight him, you also fight him with Spider-Man and Captain Marvel helping you. So I wanted to show you guys what a one-on-one fight looks like, Tony versus Thanos. Thanos has got some tricks, even though he's been powered down. But he doesn't have the Infinity Stones. He doesn't have... But he's got some really cool, effects. You gotta see these skills. They look pretty sick. I probably shouldn't be that close. I should save my second skill. Oh, he hit me with, a movement speed down type effect. Because Iron Man got real slow for a minute there. But Iron Man has some really cool skills, so I'll explain them as I'm playing here. This skill is what you want to open with because it's going to lower his defense. Then this is my sort of iframe with bombing, and that's like my AoE attack. Oh, okay. I usually like to combo this one right after the all defense down because this is like the supercharged unibeam, and as you can see, it does berserk damage. It's really, really strong. But we didn't that time. And then this is sort of like a punch, and then a backup repulsor blast. That one's not bad. It's not the best either, but yeah. Also, why are we flying as Tony? And this one sort of calls down a beam with Jarvis. It actually calls down a beam twice. You can see there. So it's got kind of a delayed effect. It's pretty cool. If you're taking out mobs, sometimes you can use the beam, take out a mob, and then use the beam again and take out a different mob. So yeah, you want all defense down and then blast him here. And I actually timed it really well because I broke his guard. You can see his guard was charging back up to 100%, so he was actually unable to retaliate there. And now we get into phase 2 of the fight. So now it gets a little bit more complicated. He summons these... oh, that's not one of them. He summons these 3 Outrider ships. I actually confused the Xanderth ships with the Outrider ships, which is pretty hilarious. We got the first... Oh, no, actually, we didn't get the first ship. We can line them all up. We did not line them up carefully. The thing is, we have to keep in mind Thanos and the Outriders. And we got to get rid of the Outriders, otherwise they're going to swarm us. I want to save my ult for the very end against Thanos. So we're going to save it. Okay, we have one more left. It's not too bad. It doesn't show us their... Oh, you can see their HP up at the top there. It's a very, very small bar. But it's okay. Thanos is doing his thing. He's a little bit distracted at the moment. We're going to finish him off here. I have a feeling we're going to finish him off. We're just going to let him do his combo. Then we're going to ult him. And of course, Iron Man has the best ult in the game, baby. Brrr. Super Unibeam. And if that doesn't work, we Unibeam him again. Yeah, back-to-back Unibeams. All right, I thought he like died permanently at 1 bar, but he does not. Oh, we got knocked up. Okay, we got to be really careful. That's like a 2-stage knockup. There we go. Ooh, at half a bar, you finish him off. So sick.
You may have claimed a small victory this time.
Right?
But I shall return stronger than ever. And when I do, I shall bring your death along with me.
So you need to remember this, because so from here until from this point forward to the end of the story, you don't I don't believe you see Thanos again, and you certainly don't fight Thanos again, to the best of my knowledge. I may be entering a blank zone of my memory, but I'm pretty sure you don't fight Thanos again, right? Like, the story shifts to Midgardia with Thor and Loki and Laufey, and then it shifts to Sakaar from Maestro. So like, you're not void of like, you know, villains to take down, right? And you've got what's his name, Malekith in Midgardia and stuff, trying to take control of the Frost Giant's power and things like that. So you actually don't see Thanos again after this fight, which is pretty spooky, because it's Thanos, you know, and Thanos is featured pretty heavily in the advertising for Marvel Future Revolution, and he's in the story twice. Like, you fight him twice during the story within the first 50 levels. You fight him, I think, once at like level 35, and then you fight him again at 50. And this is the original Thanos. This is not the MCU Thanos who's just obsessed with the Infinity Stones. This Thanos, and maybe I should have included that earlier fight, but it's pretty short. There's an intro as well where Thanos is on just a random planet, and he's just sort of sitting there chilling, and he's talking to Death. So for those of you that don't know Thanos's comics backstory, he's actually in love with Death, and Death takes the embodiment of, it looks like a woman, but it's literally Death. It's not Hela. Well, it has been Hela more recently in the story, but before that, the original was literally just called Death, or Lady Death. And so Thanos is obsessed with Death because he wants her attention, and so that's why he goes across the universe, and that's why he does all these things. In the original Infinity Gauntlet storyline, where he's collecting the stones, he is snapping to get rid of half of all life to impress Lady Death, to impress Death. So this big bad Titan is really just, you know, like a teenage boy trying to impress a girl at school. It's kind of lame. It's kind of funny when you think about it. A little bit lame, a little bit funny. But anywho, in more recent comics, they've swapped Lady Death for Hela, but same thing, because she's the goddess of death. So, you know, she's she still has those similar sort of power set and similar sort of obsession with death. But anywho, that's the storyline we get for Thanos, the brief storyline we get for Thanos in Marvel Future Revolution. But he's not in any of the other content, right? Like, there's no Thanos Blitz, even though Thanos appears at the time of MODOK, and then he appears at the time of Yellow Jacket right around level 50, because I just cleared that. There's no Thanos Blitz. There's no Thanos Special Mission. There's no Thanos Special Operation. There's Xander's Defense. There is, where are the other two here? Where do I see the other ones? But anyway, you sort of get what I'm saying, right? We have the Hydra Escape, Sakaar Survival, and Xander's Defense. Xander's Defense doesn't feature Thanos. It features Cull Obsidian, which sort of sounds more like Thanos invading with the Black Order. But yeah, there's no Thanos. There hasn't been a Thanos here yet in the battle challenge, and this is like kind of like Shadowland in a way. Maybe there's a Thanos later on here. I haven't actually gone all the way to the end, so he might be here at the end. But that is not really, you know, set for particular enemies. It's just like it rotates, and you have like, there's a Groot enemy as well. Here, let me show you guys that one really quickly. It's actually pretty cool. There's a Groot here. Yeah, Evil Groot. That one's really cool. But it's really exciting for me, and that's actually another reason why I wanted to make this video and showcase the fight to you guys, because like the devs said, they want to bring in more story content. They want to bring in more gameplay content as well. That's not like story content. That's just like Blitz or whatever, where it's just like daily content, right? Dailies. So there's more opportunities to do Thanos. Like, I would love it if Thanos was one of the most wanted bosses. I don't even think he's on the, you know what? I don't even know if Thanos is on the list. Now that I think about it, is he one of the most wanted for Xanderth? He's not. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Thanos isn't anywhere, which makes me feel like he's going to be part of something bigger. Like, there's going to be a big patch, or there's going to be an extension of the story or something to include Thanos, because he's not here. And like, would he be in Hydra Empire? Maybe. No, he's not here. This is just Red Skull. No, so he's not anywhere. Darn. So yeah. So I'm pretty excited. It's always really cool to see Thanos in any video game, and especially in a Marvel setting where he's a classic villain that you fight. it's always really, really fun. And to already have him in this game alongside a bunch of other classic villains, I think is super dope. So I wanted to bring that fight to you guys. It was a bit shorter than it was the first time for me because my characters are more juiced out now with my squad level and stuff, but it can still be tricky, especially if you haven't mastered the moves for Thanos and you don't know when to dodge and when to get behind him and when to just fly away because he's doing like a huge ground-based AoE attack. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that epic Tony versus Thanos fight, that 1v1, and what kind of content you'd like to see with Thanos in the future if you want to see more Thanos content. What is this guy doing? I'm trying to do my outro and this dude is like, what are you doing? Is he lagging? Poor dude. I feel like he's lagging. It's so distracting. He's like humping the wall. Carol, are you good? This is like, dude, this is like my first day on the job. Bro, he's tweaking. Carol's tweaking, bro. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't be Carol. Take care.